New tonight, a Westfield mom and dad have spent the last several weeks in Indianapolis while their son is treated for RSV.
Rachel Krause talked with the family tonight about the signs and what they hope others will look for to keep more children out of the hospital.
You never think that you're going to be in this position. You never think that this is going to be your family story.
Inside Riley Hospital for Children, 4-year-old Evan Wilson carefully packs his Play-Doh from his hospital bed.
A chicken on your head.
A chicken on your head.
These silly moments, all the more special now.
I think we should put a shirt on.
No.
Okay.
Kelsey Wilson's son now slowly recovering from RSV after first getting sick more than a month ago.
It was my husband really who pointed it out. Was his breathing looked a little different, and I don't know how to explain it.
She brought him to the ER in Westfield. An ambulance quickly brought them down to Riley, where they've been since September 27th.
Yeah, it was really scary, and even once we got here at 2, they had him on oxygen, and it just really spiraled from there.
Just 3 years old at the time, Evan tested positive for RSV, rhinovirus, COVID-19, pneumonia, and a bacterial infection in his lungs. He'd be intubated, given a chest tube. Life-saving measures for Kelsey's little boy.
That was obviously even scarier, and at that point we were just, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just, yeah, beyond terrifying.
Evan is one of many kids around Indiana that have recently tested positive for RSV, or respiratory syncytial virus. It can cause mild cold-like symptoms, but for some, RSV is serious, especially for infants. It can cause bronchiolitis or pneumonia, and positive cases and hospitalizations from RSV have been rising, according to the CDC. But here in the Hoosier State, new cases finally appear to be slowing.
I think we're trending down, so we already had peaked.
Riley Hospital for Children reports cases of RSV have been high this fall. In September of this year, cases were more than double that of last year. And last month, cases were more than 4 times as high as last year, with 134 patients treated for RSV at Riley. Dr. John Christensen says cases are still high, but they're finally starting to drop. Nationwide, RSV spike has been unseasonable. Christensen says that's due to safety measures taken to slow COVID spread in recent years.
We're on the downslide of our season. California is now peaking, right? So every state is a little bit different, and we have to blame our friend COVID in changing our seasonality.
Never in our wildest dreams would we ever think that a month and a half later, almost, that we would still be here.
After a month in the pediatric ICU, Evan is finally on the road to recovery. His personality coming back strong after beating RSV.
The day he started talking about toots and farts and poops, and I was like, all right, he's back.
Now, as Evan goes through rehab over the next few weeks, the Wilsons' next goal is to get him home.
Oh, are you excited to play with your brother and sister? Oh, you little stinker.
For other families who may also face RSV next month or in the next few years, Kelsey's urging parents to ask your child's doctor questions if something's wrong. Don't hesitate to take them in for care instead of waiting until the next day. And always,
just trust your instinct.
That small choice, she says, made all the difference for her family.
Yeah, and thankfully we're hearing from pediatricians tonight that say RSV cases are finally starting to drop after 2 really very busy months inside hospitals, inside the pediatric intensive care units all
I'm
around.
glad Evan is beginning to improve. What can parents do, Rachel, to prevent their child from getting RSV?
Well, it's a lot of the same advice that we heard during COVID-19 during the pandemic to prevent the spread. You want to wash your hands very regularly. You want to disinfect surfaces very regularly. Be sure that if you're coughing or sneezing that you're going ahead and blocking that. They say that's going to be very key in working to prevent the spread. Now, if you believe that your child is sick, pediatricians say do not hesitate to call your doctor. If you think that something's wrong, they can give you good advice on if you're okay to stay home or if you need to go in further for more treatment. And they say the most important thing you can do is to pay really close attention to their breathing. That can give you the warning sign for when something may be wrong.
All right, very good advice from Rachel Krause tonight. Thanks so much.